Is Nepal captured by China? The reality explained. Many people often ask, has China captured Nepal? The simple answer is no. Nepal is still an independent and sovereign nation, but the truth is a bit more complex, and it lies in geopolitics, economics, and history. Nepal's strategic location. Nepal is a landlocked country nestled between two giants, India to the south and China, Tibet, to the north. Because of this geography, Nepal has always had to carefully balance its relationships with both neighbors. With India, Nepal shares open borders, trade, religion, language, and culture. Millions of Nepalese work in India, and the two nations share deep ties. With China, Nepal shares a Himalayan border. Since Tibet is under Chinese control, Beijing is very sensitive about Nepal not allowing any Tibetan independence movements. This location makes Nepal strategically important, and both India and China want influence there. China's role in Nepal. China has not captured Nepal, but it has expanded its economic and political influence. Belt and Road Initiative, BRI. China funds roads, hydropower plants, airports, and infrastructure in Nepal. Trade and investment. China is among the top investors in Nepal, bringing in goods, technology, and tourists. Diplomatic pressure. China insists that Nepal supports its One China policy and cracks down on Tibetan refugee protests inside Nepal. This is why many Nepalese feel China has a strong hold on their country. India's role in Nepal. But China is not the only player. India remains Nepal's largest trade partner and closest ally. Most essential goods, oil, food, medicine, come from India. India and Nepal share centuries-old cultural and religious bonds. Millions of Nepalese live and work in India freely due to an open border. Politically, India has also influenced Nepal's policies in the past, so, while China invests, India is still Nepal's lifeline. Nepal's independence. Despite influence from both neighbors, Nepal is still independent. It has its own government and a democratic constitution. It runs its own foreign policy. Nepal can choose projects from India, China, or even Western countries like the US and Europe. Yes, there are concerns about debt and dependency, but that does not mean Nepal is captured. The future of Nepal. The real question is not whether China will capture Nepal, but whether Nepal can. Balance between India and China without losing sovereignty. Use foreign investments wisely without falling into debt traps. Strengthen its own economy and governance so it does not have to rely too heavily on outsiders. If Nepal manages this balance, it will remain independent and even benefit from being in the middle of two global powers. Conclusion. China has not captured Nepal. Nepal is walking a fine line, balancing China's investments and India's traditional ties. The country's future depends on strong leadership, smart diplomacy, and unity among its people. Nepal is not a pawn, it is a nation with its own destiny. Do you want me to now make this into a dramatic YouTube-style script, with hooks, cliffhangers, and engaging narration, so your audience stays glued? Like and subscribe for more information.